So lots of new snow here at Bear Valley. The guys have done an incredible job getting the surface prepared. And then, of course, last night we picked up another several inches of snow. So put the cat on it, moved the snow off the course. So we bumped the start back to 12:45.
Yeah, GS, I haven't skied on GS skis in a while, and so qualifying was a little bit different than slalom.
I love slalom. I think I'm a better slalom skier than a GS skier.
Oh boy,
Nice
that caught her
save.
outside.
Oh,
No!
Shanaki ball.
Just one little bounce of the ski. She lost the pressure on an outside ski just for a moment, dropped low. Over the bottom, middle jump to go. This is where things get tricky on both these courses. Bouncing through that hole goes Milzinski. In control, off goes Tuva Norbe. It's Aaron Milzinski to the top step of the podium once again here in Bear Valley.
Forgot to do this yesterday. Go deep, hit the ruts, not crash.
Who can put this together without making any mistakes? Ketterer smooth. Good edge angle, top of the turn. Oh, Sobek in trouble. Out he goes. We don't like to see it end like that. David Ketterer looks over his shoulder, finally realizes he's by himself. Ketterer with the win today.
Yeah, so Ketterer and Sovek swapping positions from yesterday. Equal money for those two.
We're not supposed to be out here. Outside expectations. Built for the outdoors. With the capability to climb this high, we're not supposed to be out here. Which is exactly why we are. The off-road ready Mazda CX-50. We're looking for outsiders.
Welcome to Taos, a place guided by our fierce independence and confluence of cultures, and further emboldened by our connection to Mother Nature. A place that challenges itself to be better, not bigger, to preserve the essence of winter. From electrifying our fleet to improving the health of our forests, we strive to be better for the good.
CB Sports is a vintage ski brand that was very popular in the 80s and 90s, created by CB Vaughn, and we are fortunate enough to be able to relaunch that brand into the market in 2022.
CB Sports is basically a retro vintage brand from the past being brought into the present. It's got great designs, lines, and features. It's a great old outerwear brand that's made new.
I prayed there's no reincarnation. Nothing could equal the journey I've had. Everything else would be a boring encore. I was always exploring. Everyone said Taos was unskiable. It was certainly magnificent, but it would be the future site of a grand ski resort. They thought I was mad, and they were right.
Make sure all your seat backs and tray tables are in their full and upright lock position.
World Championships. As we know, we had like 55-ish inches. As they say, you want to have a snowstorm, what you do is you schedule a ski race. So As always, I want to thank our partners and sponsors to start. The first one here, of course, is Taos. Taos puts up the prize money for this event and plans all the entertainment over the course of the weekend.
It's going to be hard to squeeze in 96 heats of racing every day, Friday and Saturday. We did have to change a couple of gates at this event last year towards the later rounds.
Snow is deep, but not on the race course. We've done a lot of work. The Taos crew, amazing.
So there's 2 jumps to get right to it. No waterfall jump. Right now it's a 15-meter set to the first jump, 16 to the alley, and then we'll see what happens once we go down that alley. But we're on schedule kind of for, 10:30 start. So yeah, we're gonna go up early. We're gonna try to make it right. We're gonna get down to a hard surface, I believe, all the way to the alley. We're doing what we can, and we'll go from there.
I think it's anyone's race, and everyone just has to race their hardest. And what some of us who don't race World Cup anymore maybe lack, maybe we can make up for in other places. And so I think it's a really exciting race for everyone. And the most fun thing is just to come and race with everyone, and for me to get back on skis.
A lot more fun when Aaron's next to me. No, I think the Pro Tour is a really great format. Like River said, it's just you and the person next to you. It's no longer you and the clock.
I'm excited to be here, and I'm lucky enough to have my parents and some good friends out there, so it's shocking to see how much snow there is here. I just came in from Mexico, so to be out there in this much snow,
it's really fun to see the stacked start list. We've got a lot of competitive World Cup skiers here. I just gotta say, I'm not scared. I'm more just motivated because the Pro Tour is a different format and a different style of racing.
The World Cup skiers, the foreigners coming into this event, trying to figure it out, and it's sort of a fun challenge every year when we get here. So yeah, I think we're gonna try to figure it out tomorrow, and then hopefully get to match up with this guy.
My name is Christopher Neary. I am the owner of CB Sports, the vintage ski brand, and I am now a equity owner in the World Pro Ski Tour. CB Vaughn in 1963 skied 130 miles an hour and in Portillo, Chile, and then made his way back to Manchester, Vermont, and started CB Sports, which was a high-end technical ski brand that was thrived from the mid-70s to the early 90s, and by far the most technical and sought-after brand. We were fortunate enough to, after 30 plus years of hibernation, we were able to obtain the trademark and relaunch the brand back into the ski industry to help re-authenticate it as a high-end technical ski brand, and then expand from just the ski industry to the water sports world, which it also was worn from 74 to 84 by Dennis Conner on the America's Cup. And at this point, our background is in technical garment manufacturing and fiber, yarn, and fabric, so we have a pretty good platform to work from to make this the world's #1 ski brand and a great household name. The history of the brand was quite strong, primarily in the East, because it was an East, a Vermont brand, but it moved over into the Midwest and then ultimately out to the Rockies. CB Sports, trying to re-authenticate itself, invested in the sponsorship of the World Pro Ski Tour, and when we showed up in Steamboat, Colorado last year, myself and my team of folks, we saw a great opportunity to get this brand into all the different assets of the World Pro Ski Tour owned, which is the live show that happens during the races, the weekend of the races, the Fox show that's aired on now prime time, and then as well as our Life in Between the Gates docuseries, which we think is a great asset to the tour. Once we got to know some of the folks in the World Pro Ski Tour, we thought we could even help the World Pro Ski Tour evolve from a great framework that John Franklin and Breyer Schreiber, worked on the past few years in the relaunch, and everything that Ed Rogers had done in the past. it was a great opportunity to bring some more like-minded people together and help John and his team focus on sponsors, focus on managing investors that are involved in it, and then ultimately managing races and relationships with mountains around the country. Being a part of the World Pro Ski Tour from a brand perspective, as well being a part of the industry a little bit upstream, we think we can build a really fun environment for young skiers that don't have places to race after college if they can't make a World Cup team. But one thing I can promise is that we're going to have a hell of a lot more fun than the World Cup.
So again, the fastest 8 off of each course, each run, populate the ladder for tomorrow's elimination rounds. Again, we're skiing for times today. Tomorrow we go to differential mode.
I'm actually very surprised and impressed by the course crew, how good they got it to be. Because around the mountain it snowed so much the last couple of days, and it's good. It looks really fun, and I'm excited to just get started. Yeah, a lot of big competition here. So Tuva and I really wanted to qualify first run, so that was nice to kind of get that in. The jumps are pretty big, especially the first jump, so there's a lot of tactics at play, and so hopefully we can use that to our advantage against these World Cup girls and World Cup podiumers.
Feeling good, feeling dangerous. Yeah? Yeah, at the bottom, oxygen is a little scarce, but up here and on the course, skis are feeling good. Liking the way I like my approach on the first run and just build off that momentum.
It's definitely better than everything else up here, since there's a lot of snow up here, so they're trying to make it as good as possible. It's going to be rough, but it's still okay to ski.
I'm gonna push as much as I'm confident in doing, but I feel like for every run I do, I can be more and more confident to push even more. There's also going to be a groove that's going to make it easier too for me at least to work with.
Crossing our fingers we finish today before it gets too warm and gets too soggy.
Snow is great considering we just got 5 feet. It's pretty grippy, so we kind of need to be aware of our feet and our pressure.
Yeah, Kaya took a few events off. Her sister Tuva was racing, but she's back at it, and both these ladies putting a hammer down. Looks like synchronized racing right now. On the World Cup, Miss Trisha Meng, and on the blue course in the red, Paula Moulton. #1 on their red course side with the fastest time on that course and fastest time overall between both courses. Paula Moulton with a 36.66, the only one of the 36s.
I push it pretty hard. Even on camera, it will probably look like I'm cruising, but I'll be pushing. I have to try to get as best qualifying position as possible, and yeah. So for me, it's straight to hard work from run 1, and here we go.
I'm just trying to learn the race a little bit, learn the start, kind of figure it out a bit. I'm just trying to have fun and get some cool head-to-head competition in, which is always a blast. So
today is just the qualifier, so getting 2 solid runs in, get in the mix, get a feel for the start, get a feel for the snow and the jumps, and then tomorrow we'll be racing.
Oh, I did pretty okay, you know. I'm definitely in the bottom of the bracket, but that's alright. I just came out here to have a good time. It's been a while since I have trained in the sport of ski racing, so it's nice to be here.
I just kind of was too aggressive to where coming into where the trail turns, didn't give enough space. And snow is a little soft, so I was a little wild off the jump, so we'll refine that a little bit this time too, and hopefully put down a nice clean qualifying run.
I mean, I think you just gotta push it. Like there's so many good guys out here. A lot of guys that just do this event, you know, which is like a huge. It's a different race kind of, and so you just gotta go all out, I think, and try to give yourself a good position for the heats tomorrow, so you're not going against the fastest guy in the qualifier. Yeah.
Aspen was my first time doing the Pro Tour, so that was fun, but also like a little bit nerve-wracking, like jumping over the jumps and starting out of the start gate for the first time. So today was already way more chill. So yeah, I'm just excited for the next few days.
I
think that after winning a race in Aspen and getting a third place as well kind of reinvigorated me to get out back onto the slope as much as possible. So before Bear Valley, I was able to, I skied every Tuesday, essentially. I coached my high school, Blake High School back in Minnesota, and then I had a little beer league, shout out Mother Buckers on the ski challenge. I got some time in gates, and it definitely helps to get that repetition. Builds confidence, builds strength. So after Aspen, I was able to get some decent reps in. There's kind of 3 components of skiing in my mind, or maybe 4. Mental, I'd kind of bucket mental, and then just tactical approach to skiing and your technique. Those don't really go away. The 2 things that are the hardest part for me are fitness. I'm not in the gym 6 hours a day like I used to be. And then also just touch on the snow when conditions get tough. If it's a perfect slope, it's just like riding a bike. It's no problem. There's not any variables to deal with. When we're starting to get holes in the course and there's a groove, that changes your timing. You can't go where you want to. The course is dictating where you have to go. So those 2 components are I think, what's holding me back from potentially doing even better in these events. But you know, I'm happy with where I'm at, and I'm having fun and staying competitive. The start is definitely experience. You know, there's a couple different starts for dual racing. It can either be a drop down or saloon, and we have the saloon style. You know, I've just really honed in the timing. I'm a very visual learner, so I like to go off of the Christmas tree of lights rather than the sound, particularly in the second run when you have a differential and you're trying to discern, okay, which beep is mine, which beep is my competitor's. I pick my spot on the Christmas tree of lights, and I never deviate from it. I've developed it over the years, and I'm confident in it, so I probably won't change it going forward, and you know, it shows. I'm quick out of the start. Taos brings a whole nother level of energy. Aspen and Bear Valley were amazing venues in their own rights, and I love going back there. But Taos, when we were able to get some of the World Cup skiers and bring in, you know, some of the legends. I had breakfast with Steve and Phil Mayer this morning. That was pretty fun. Dinner with Peekaboo Streak the other night. And you know, it's nice because it validates your own skiing and your own efforts. You know, I'm beating people who scored World Cup points this year. That's pretty rare. It makes you feel better about your own efforts, and it validates the tour as a legitimate competitive place to perform the highest level of ski racing that we possibly can. I think that starting here, you know, I like to stay in the moment. Looking forward to tomorrow. Last year I surprised myself and ended up 4th in the giant slalom, which I'm a slalom guy. I'm from Buck Hill. We don't necessarily ski a lot of GS, so I'm looking forward to carrying that momentum from last year. I love this hill for GS, and you know, I finally have found a setup that I really like. It's old. Dusted off a pair of 2011 GS skis from when I was on the development of the US team, and I think it works great for this format. You know, in Bear Valley I was skiing really good GS and got a little unlucky with some weather, but feeling confident on the skis and strong. So I'm really looking forward to getting back onto the race hill at Taos here and trying to do a little repeat into at least the small finals for tomorrow.
It's all about Bluebird race day fun here with these young athletes out there with the pros, giving them some tips how to come out of the start doors, how to negotiate the jump.
Everybody, I'll just say this, every bio says, why do you ski? That's the last question on there. All of them say fun, because it's a lot of fun. And that is the reason that we got into this sport to begin with.
It's really fun. I like how big the mountains are, because we usually ski at a really small mountain.
Sometimes you can hear both beeps from both starts, and it's confusing as to which beep is yours. So they recommended that you watch the lights turn, because they'll give you a better sense of yourself and your timing to be able to know when your gates are going to open.
Ready?
Let's go, Isaac!
What a great day. We're going to move it down to the plaza this afternoon for autograph signing, award ceremony for the young athletes. So big thanks to everybody here at Taos for sponsoring and hosting us here at Taos Ski Valley.
The best nights start with Jägermeister. Made with 56 botanicals. Always served ice cold.
Take a miracle to come back from this. Heartbreaking end to the season. But what's this?
For the moments when anticipation
Clock's counting down. 5 seconds. 3, 2,
becomes celebration. Jägermeister. Meister the moment.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use the exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Buy Tough. Call for the store nearest you. Tough, buy Tough.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
So today's race is the super slalom, where we set the course about 15 meters apart, the gates. Yesterday we had qualifying. After qualifying, I moved a few gates around, but we got down to some hard snow yesterday, so we decided to keep most of the course as it is. And the athletes seem to love it. The courses are, one of the girls yesterday, she was 300s different. So the courses are pretty darn equal, which is a good sign for us. There is a little rut forming, but we're getting down to a little firm layer. So we're hoping that if we keep side slipping it, high-speed side slipping, then we'll be able to pull this one off today. And then we have to decide for tomorrow, do we put a cat on the hill, do we try to fill in the ruts? With the temps only getting down to like 20 tonight, we're not quite sure, so that's a big call we have to make this afternoon. And then we'll set a giant slalom for tomorrow, and we'll do it all over again. Yep, so yesterday we qualified 32 men, 16 women, and so basically the first place man will race against the 32nd place man, and so on until we get to the champion. Same with the girls, 1 against 16, and they work their way down. And the field that we have this year is incredible. I mean, just in lift line this morning, we had to wait for avalanche control. So everyone was we had 2 loads this morning, 7:30 and 8:15, and at 8:15, I looked around and I felt like I was at a World Cup or the Olympics or something like that. Our field is so tremendously great here. We're very grateful that they're all here. I do have to give a shout out to Bert's crew, the Taos crew. Without them, we'd be in trouble. Wesley and Tommy, our cat drivers, have saved the day because obviously everyone's heard. We had 50 inches of snow in 2.5 days, and without them, we'd be in trouble as well. But the crowd's here, everyone's having a good time, good music, good vibes, and we're excited to be here.
First run of the round of 32 here in Taos at the World Championship, and had a great qualifying yesterday, was able to get second. So we left the course so that the grooves are there from yesterday, and I didn't see a little groove coming onto the flats, and the inside of my boot hit the snow, and I leaned in a little bit and pretty much went down on my side, but was able to have a nice recovery and get back up, and the rest of the skiing was really good, so I was able to come away ahead after run 1, but definitely got the heart rate up. Need to be a little more sure-footed coming into the next run.
Went up against Michael Ankeny and kind of whooped my ass. But yeah, he's skiing pretty well. He might be knocking on the door today with maybe a top 5 or so. But
Raphael Hauser from Austria, the 26-year-old, he's on the red course looking up, and Miha
Kuhner out in front, drops into the bullet over the bottom jump. Oh, wow! Wow, we lost a shot there. I don't know what happened, but when we look back up, without ski.
There's no easy rounds here. It's a pretty stacked field, a lot of good skiers, international and college, and you know, I'm a little bit foreign to this whole event.
River is too fast for me, but let's see. You never know in dual slalom.
Yeah, I got to get after it, and can't let up in any one series. So hopefully I make it far. But yeah, just happy to be out here and have fun.
Here comes Radimus, half a gate behind now at the line. It's going to be Zavistran crossing first into the quarterfinals.
First run was okay. There are so many tracks and you have to hit the track, and yeah, I think that's the most important thing for today, and yeah, we will see how many runs I will have.
The starting gate is brand new to me, so it's like figuring that out. I struggled my first run, so today was like, it's rough to catch up with a lot of time, but overall being here is amazing, it's fun.
On will go Schmidt, who will he be facing?
Well, it's a qualification. I won 4 qualies in a row, but no race yet, so hope to improve that this weekend. Kind of cursed, maybe not, we'll see.
Hauser from the start into the bottom jump, they go, here comes, Voracek out, off he goes!
Not the best start out of the start yet, but I'm feeling good, so hopefully I can get better at it.
He's doing everything. He's pushing gates out of the way. He's cycling. He does the 180.
Same spot there, Uncle Lee.
Jesus.
Voracek. Oh my God.
I'm going against Paula Moulton, who is like #1. They're close to #1 in the world. You know, I'm trying to like potentially keep up with her, but obviously I need to have some realistic thoughts as well, so I'm not very fast compared to her.
I understand how she feels because I was against Paula last year in the first round.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Always happy to be here. I felt good on my skis. The rut wasn't so bad at first, but it's looking a little bigger now.
Oh yeah, feeling fast. The ruts are definitely there, and for shorter folks like the two of us, our legs have to go kind of not where we think we want to be skiing, so you have to ski the rut instead of skiing the gates and like tight on the line. I was against Tuva and I had her up top and then she cooked me at the bottom, so.
Norby touches down to the finish to advance into the quarterfinals to face Aaron Milzinski.
Well, New Mexico is all about adventure steeped in culture, and here in Taos, for example, we have an exceptional art scene, in part because of the inspiring Alpine scenery. So it's been an exceptionally snowy season here at Taos and across New Mexico's 9 ski resorts, which span all the way down to southern New Mexico. With this late season storm, it's awesome to see the great coverage here, and it's practically April. So New Mexico's home to dramatically different landscapes, from Red Rock Canyons to wild and scenic rivers. Soon this spring snowmelt will bring an exciting whitewater rafting season. So here at Taos Ski Valley, there's awesome lift-served mountain biking, and it's a really friendly place to try that for the first time. You can get a guide to show you the ropes. Speaking of ropes, there's also the Via Ferrata. There's a couple different routes that you can do. I think a beginner one and a more advanced one. At Angel Fire Resort, which is a short drive away, is an epic downhill mountain biking park. In my opinion, one of the best in the country. And they just finished up their Green Chili Challenge, which is where you descend on a mountain bike on snow. It's kind of the kickoff to the transition from ski season to mountain biking season. So late summer and early fall are a really magical time here in New Mexico. The air is filled with the smell of green chili roasting, and the aspens are just starting to turn gold. But you really can't go wrong with when to visit New Mexico, because here there's adventure in every season. When you first arrive at the ski valley, first you're greeted by the awesome plaza and the cute little ice rink. And you see just a bit of the resort. It's deceiving because most of it you have to get on the lift 1 to see the rest. The terrain here is around 50% advanced and expert, but by no means is it not beginner friendly. Great ski school here for little ones all the way up to adults. It's really easy for families to come here, ski and stay and enjoy this Alpine. Yeah, it's super exciting to have this blend of diehard locals, you know, young families who are just starting off skiing, and then of course these world-class skiers, and of course the kids skiing, super fun to see, and to have it all come together here at the end of a great season is really special.
Denise Dingsletter on the left-hand side representing Austria, newcomer to the game. She's going up against Miss Paula Moltzen, who won this particular event last season, fresh off the World Cup.
It's really soft. Like in Austria, it's more ice, and we tend to take a way straighter line because it's so icy, so you don't need to give yourself that much room because the turn is so much shorter.
Was Rozzie's ripping for her, and she touches down. Off the bottom jump, into semifinals goes Paula Moltzen.
So my sister is in this race as well, which is super fun. And I don't think I ever done like a pro race against my sister in the start gate. We've done some fist races against each other, but it's not the same. So the ideal would be if we both win our matchups and we can meet in the big final.
That's the goal. Get to the next round and race to that'll be fun. Yeah, no, it's a little ruddy by now, but it doesn't feel unsafe. It feels fun. You just have to trust her up and go for it, honestly.
Of course, the guys in Norway facing off against Paula Moltzen.
It feels really good, but like I said, Erin and I, we ski for the same team. It's Sports Insurance. They also sponsored the race today. So it is a bittersweet feeling beating one of my teammates, but Erin has got me a few times this season, so it did feel win to be on the winning side this time.
I mean, weather is great. It's so nice that you can just ski around in your race suit without freezing or anything. I need to work on my flats. I'm incredibly slow on the flats, so my goal is to ski a bit straighter and catch some more time on the flats.
Pretty solid. Yeah. It's been a while since I've been on slalom skis, so I was just feeling it out. And yeah.
On goes Chris Mankin to face off against Tuva Norbe.
Take it away.
Begins out on track they go, particularly Sovek's going to get a jump, but not by much down the red. Oh, all kinds of twisted as Hauser is Sovek over the. Oh, Sovek, all kinds of twisted around sideways.
Oh, what a
Unbelievable
save
move by Sovek, but here comes Hauser.
Almost landed straight on my back. Yeah, I said I was trying to not do any big mistakes today, and there we have one.
Sovek is not in sight. It's going to be Hauser moving into the semi-final round. On goes the Austrian.
Now it's tough. The slope is pretty rough. You have to keep clean, and yeah, it's just that, and let the ski go. So that's my goal, and I try to push it.
This is my very first time competing at the World Fluid Tour. So normally I would compete at the World Cup, but then it overlaps. So it's the first time for me having the chance and having the time to come out here, and so far it's been so fun with all the guys. And
smooth and clean as he makes his way off the first jump. Mass pulling away now. Into the finish he goes. Goes Sam Mays.
So first run, around an 8 done here, Taos, and I'm feeling good. Each run, learning a little bit about the courses, and it's challenging. The ruts are deep, so you have to take what the hill's giving you and make the best of it. You got to know where to go. I'm learning about the gates after the cut, and at this point, it's fitness and tactics. So I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. I'm feeling good. A bit tired of the jet lag, but the sun is shining, so I'm feeling good.
Blue course pulls away. Heck, he knows he's on the red side. Keep quicking it out, but it's all about Schmidt right now pulling away now. Alexander Schmidt with the advantage anchor. He's trying to close the gap as he charges hard to the finish. Not going to happen today. On goes Alexander Schmidt, the rookie from Germany.
So I'm Kaja Nordby. I am 24 years old from Oslo, Norway.
My name is Tuva Nordby. I'm Kaja's sister, and I'm 27 years old from Oslo, Norway. It's really fun. I've been trying to get Kaja out to more of the Pro Tour races. She's been a little scared of the injury. She has a history of getting injured in, from weird things, let's say that. So she wanted to do a year kind of off the Pro Tour, but I'm really happy that she came out for this event. She's been killing it on the college circuit this year, so I knew that if she came, she would be fast, and I'm just very happy to be up there with her. Today was really fun.
You always hope and you always know that anything could happen, but I had no expectations. I was honestly just very happy that I qualified yesterday and was in it for the brackets. And what I told myself is just everything that I do beyond the point of qualifying is a bonus. So that made it easier to keep the shoulders down and not getting stressed or nervous. I just had fun today, and that helped me being fast, so that was nice.
Yeah. And actually didn't think we both would make it this far, so I wasn't really thinking about it. But then I was like, if I beat Trisha and you beat Paula, we would be in the big final together, and that would be really cool.
Yeah. But no, after looking at the brackets yesterday, seeing that we were far away from each other's, I was like, there's no chance we're gonna meet.
Yeah.
Or at least that the possibility would be there, but it turned out that we almost met actually. So.
And I was very happy we didn't meet up in the early, in the first few rounds, because I don't know, it's more fun when we're both in it.
Yeah, I guess what I'm very proud of today is that I was not psyched out by the ruts. I actually enjoyed skiing in them. It kind of reminds me of college skiing, and I think that's an advantage for me to ski in deep ruts.
And I think for me, one really fun thing today was that I tried a brand new pair of skis. Actually, the Von Deers, I never really skied on them before, so I didn't really know if they would be much different, but I think they're really good ones and made me ski the ruts. Like Kaja said, I think almost the ruddier and more harder the course got, the better we did.
Yeah.
So it was fun. No, I've been really lucky this year to be a part of the sports insurance team. They made it so easy for us to come out for every event, and I'm excited for another season, and I'm excited for the race tomorrow and see if we can do as well tomorrow as we did today.
For me, I was taking today as the day where if I don't do well, that's totally fine because I have no expectations. The GS is actually the event that I was looking the most forward to because I think I'm stronger in that event.
To me, it's a little opposite. This slalom, that's my jam. That's where I feel most confident. That's the most races we do is on slalom skis. So I have a new technique tomorrow, or a new strategy, I'd say. I brought a pair of master skis that are very different from the skis that these other girls will be on. Easier to turn, a little softer, so I'm just excited to see
if it pays off.
If it pays up, it might be a disaster or it might be really good. I feel like it's either or. But I would say in terms of expectations, I definitely had higher expectations for my skiing today than tomorrow's more a test event for me. And if it goes well, I'll be really stoked.
For more than half a century, Seiko has been supporting athletes in their efforts to be the best. Now, we want to bring this reliable technology to anyone striving for a goal. Because we understand, a split second can change everything. Keep going forward. Prospex.
A car like this shouldn't exist. Something this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda. And yet, it does.
Oh my God, it sounds epic as well. This car is an SUV with bragging rights.
The three-row Mazda CX-90.
CB Sports is a vintage ski brand that was very popular in the 80s and 90s, created by CB Vaughn, and we are fortunate enough to be able to relaunch that brand into the market in 2022.
CB Sports is basically a retro vintage brand from the past being brought into the present. It's got great designs, lines, and features. It's a great old outerwear brand that's made new.
I'm here with Paula Moltzen and with Kaya Norby. Paula, how is the track holding up?
The rut's deep. That's all I have to say. It's okay, but it's deep, so you got to take those tips deep and just trust that your ski is going to come around at the end of the turn.
Comes Moltzen off the bottom jump, touches down. Here comes the advantage on that red course side. It's going to be close across the line. Moltzen there first with the advantage of point 1-1-8. Can't blink your eyes that quick.
Well, my secret, I guess. I don't know, I can't tell. That would be very stupid, wouldn't it?
A little bit quicker out on track they go. Moltzen gets the advantage with that built into the start doors. So looking strong, pulling hard into the turn. She goes with a significant advantage, and on she goes into the finals. Paula Moltzen, Norby will go down in the battle for third and fourth.
It is the first time I beat Erin this season, so it's a really good feeling, but at the same time, we ski for the same team, Sports Insurance, so it's a bittersweet feeling, but I'm very happy to advance to the four.
Norby trying to make it up here at the bottom of the red. Across the line, they're going to go. It's going to be Mangan with a 0-1-8.018 win for Mangan.
Yeah, I think there will be no, fingers crossed, super saves of the day for me this year. That's the goal. Hopefully just crossing the finish line with no more crashes.
As well, this is for all the marbles to make it into the finals. Here we go.
Out on track they go. Narrow margin. Mangan had a 0-1-8. Cannot see the difference in the opening of the doors. Norby out in front, pulling away. Norby doing a good job. Across the line, she goes with the win, and on she will go into the finals to face Paula Moltzen.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's beautiful here and just having fun. Hard to say. I'm putting down 2 good runs and hoping that I can be faster than the Swiss guys this time.
Out on track they go. Spinning a really strong start over Hauser, but we said Hauser poured on. Through the ruts they go. It gets quicker right here. Here comes Hauser. Schmittinger looks like he's going to get to the line first. Across he goes. Schmittinger winning the first of 2 runs. A .162 for Redo.
Yeah, that's right. I enjoy really this event, this parallel. Yeah, I like it, and yeah, that's why I'm here.
Being champion, Redo Schmittinger. Back in the tails of the ski, Schmittinger go. He gets the jump with that advantage down to pitch he go, but Hauser doesn't give away any quarter at the top. Hauser's right there with him down to pitch they go. Here it goes, gets really quick right here, right alongside. Schmittinger, Hauser out front though, with the Austrian crosses first, gets the win over Schmittinger.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not so easy. Yeah, the snow is pretty difficult and there are deep tracks, so yeah, it's interesting.
Super low and aerodynamic and is tucked off the jump first. Touching down, wide and wild. Here comes Mays trying to close the gap. This is just the first of 2 runs. The German with the win by .464.
It's first time World Pro Ski Tour, and now I gotta go up and go against one of my friends from the other tour, and yeah, let the better man win, I guess.
Schmidt with the advantage. Now his doors will open first by 4.64 seconds. But boy, Sam Mays got a powerful start. Taking the turn, he's out in front. Mays has got enough right now to get it done. Over Schmidt, into the finish she goes. On to the finals for his first time here in the Pro Tour of the Belgium, winning it.
My name is Sam Maas. I'm from Belgium, or I was born in Belgium, grew up in Austria, and I currently ski for the Belgium Alpine Ski Team, or also for Team Global Racing. And it was my first time here competing at the World Pro Ski Tour. I mean, the season was definitely very long, the World Cup season, and definitely a bit tired, but I knew coming into this weekend this is another great opportunity. I mean, I do this for a living, and in the end it's also about earning money, but it was great. It was a great experience. I love the vibe out here, just like how everything flows, you know, there's not like certain timelines that have to be held, so it's it's yeah, a lot of fun, and you just go with the flow. You're enjoying everything a lot more, and there's no pressure either. Like, you come here, this is a season ender for us, and we try to like enjoy ski racing as much as possible, and that makes it a great event, I think. Yeah. We share a house with 16 people down in Taos, so we've had some good fun yesterday afternoon. We'll have some fun today, and that just makes it a great experience. Like, coming from the World Cup, you know, you're always in your own room, and like tensions are so high, also between athletes and everything. And here it's just, yeah, may the better one win, and everyone is just enjoying themselves a lot more. I mean, there is a lot of money on the line, but there's nothing to lose, really. There's only to gain, and that makes it very enjoyable for all of us, I think. Yeah, definitely nervous. I mean, I had a good qualifier yesterday. Was happy with that, and then just trying to find my groove today. You know, I think it's all about consistency, because you see a lot of fast skiers out there, but in the end it comes down that you like have 10 good solid runs without big mistakes, and that was my big goal. It was to like survive the top 10-15 gates, which were the toughest, and then once you get onto the flatter part, push as hard as you can. And once I committed coming here, I was like, okay, I want to go for it, and obviously like having fun at the same time, but still taking it serious, and yeah.
Welcome to Taos, a place guided by our fierce independence and confluence of cultures, and further emboldened by our connection to Mother Nature. A place that challenges itself to be better, not bigger, to preserve the essence of winter. From electrifying our fleet to improving the health of our forests, we strive to be better for the good.
We're not supposed to be out here. Outside expectations. Built for the outdoors. With the capability to climb this high, we're not supposed to be out here. Which is exactly why we are. The off-road ready Mazda CX-50. We're looking for outsiders.
I prayed there's no reincarnation. Nothing could equal the journey I've had. Everything else would be a boring encore. I was always exploring. Everyone said Taos was unskiable. It was certainly magnificent, but it would be a future site of a grand ski resort. They thought I was mad, and they were right.
Moving along, here we go, the cadence begins. 5 yellow lights and go to green. This is the first of 2 runs in the consolation round. Down on the pitch they go. Good even start by both these pros. Good clean high line, put your foot against the run. Looks like Mankin has a bit of a gap as she touches down. Norby gonna straighten out these last 3 gates, try to close the gap. It's gonna be the American at the line first with the advantage going to Trisha Mankin. 2-4-4 for Mankin.
Ready to rock and roll, off and running.
Out on track they come, the first of their 2 runs. The consolation round, like Alexander out front. Oh, what happened there?
Lordy, where'd he go?
Just got launched. It happened so quick.
It helps a little bit for sure. Advantage is always good, but you have to ski twice, and don't rest on your advantage.
So Mankin's door is open first, but it's Norby there with a super strong start to put the pressure on at the top of the hill. Norby puts her ski in that rut, riding it around. Mankin trails now as they drop their way down to the pitch into the first jump. That battle for third and fourth, $4,500 and $2,500 on the line. At the line, oh, Trish gets stood up there across the line. Goes Norby with the win. 1-5-9 for Norby.
Up and running.
Track he goes, drop it down, clean and smooth. Got a nice touch for the snow. So tomorrow's GS, but right now we're settling up things on the slalom side. It's going to be all Redo. At the line, across the line he will go. It's to the 3rd step of the podium, and Alexander down to the 4th.
Yeah, my season was pretty good, pretty consistent, but hope to do even better here.
How about that? Out on track they go. Strong start in Luke course side. Mays gets the jump over Hauser, but we see this Hauser poured on the bottom. But Mays is incredible out of the start here. Mays was 11th at Palisades. He's looking like he's looking for the big payday here. And Taos across the line he goes with a big win.
I think we're all enjoying it out here, and it's so nice that you guys have us here, and it's awesome.
Skate drops, here we go! The jump, a second ahead. Mays with that strong advantage. Diving down through the ruts. Does Hauser have anything for him? Mays clean and smooth, making it look easy through the ruts. Comes Hauser pouring on the steam. Deep history in his family of pro ski, all kinds of trouble, and he's going to give it up there. Nope, let's hear it for Sam Mays from Belgium at the top step on a podium, hands in the air, fist pump, $20,000.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't, with the field that is here, I definitely surprised myself by making it to the big final, but I'm giving it all that I have.
And Norby coming at you now. Norby on the red course side. Tuva gets the jump over Moltzen. A little bit of a bobble for Moltzen as they make their way to the turn. Norby out in front, tour champion 2 years ago. She's got this one in control. We know what happens right here. Touching down, there's the advantage going away. It's going to be Moltzen, the first of two runs, with the win by 448.448.
I'm just happy to be here. I think Tuva's a great competitor. I think she proves that sometimes abstinence is key when it comes to ski racing. So sometimes the more time you take off, the faster you get.
He's trying to time it out on track as she comes. With that advantage built in of a 4.48, gets a little bit twisted as Norby tries to stay focused on her own course. Knows she may have some advantage at the bottom, but it's Paula Moltzen pulling away. Norby falling behind as Moltzen hammering away in the panels on the blue side with the jump to go. Over the jump in good shape, skis back on the snow. It's going to be Paula Moltzen at the line to win today. Unbelievable competition on Khalid. 2 days of racing, 20 grand in your pocket. What do you think?
It's a bit of a relief, I think. I think there's pressure coming in as a World Cup skier to perform, but I'm happy to have one day done. I'm pretty tired. I think we're all a little tired, so I'm excited to go into tomorrow with hopefully a little bit more sleep and maybe a little bit less wind.
Look at that, nice fresh new Seiko watch.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great end of the season for all of us, I think. It's coming out here, having the good weather, enjoying ourselves, racing against each other, and that's what it's all about.